Hello there guys, me back with another video. So I think I forgot to post last week, I don't really know, but I was quite busy last week. So I'm coming here today with quite a big video. So today's video is an overall guide on pushing and just an overall guide on how to improve at the game and just to get better. So in the gameplay in today's video, I'm going to be leaving in my bad gameplay, my good gameplay, my okay gameplay, because lots of YouTubers, Brawl Stars YouTubers, they just show the best gameplay. They don't show any of them losing, and sometimes that discourages people. So obviously, I want to put my bad gameplay out here so that people can see there's up and downs in pushing, and it's not all just like winning every single game, no losses, because that puts me down when I see people winning constantly. So I've just put my pure gameplay in here. So anyway, let's get into it. So the first tip that I have for pushing is find the right time to push. Okay, so obviously just getting on Brawl Stars at any time and pushing. Okay, that's kind of the normal thing to do. I do that. But what you need to try and do if you're planning a big push or planning a push to 1k or just generally want to get the best value out of pushing, find your own time when it suits you. So for me, I like pushing at night because it's quiet and it's dark and I can just generally focus on the game. Okay, maybe for you that might be around dinner time, could be whatever time, okay? And you've just got to work that out and try and fit it into your daily life. And if you can get into a routine of playing at that time that you're good at every single day, then it will help you out a lot. Trust me, because when I play at night, I get a lot more done than I do in the day. So, my second tip is controlling your anger and trying not to get annoyed at the game. So, obviously, it's a lot easier said than done. As I know, I've broke one or two phones before. So, when you get angry in Brawl Stars, the only tip that I can really give you is just take a break. You just get off. And the things that you can do when you get off is just carry on, just watch a YouTube video, go and do something else. But if you want to get back to pushing straight away, my best advice I can give you is take a shower. Because when you take a shower, it helps your brain, helps you refresh, helps you cool down. So, say you're getting hot, getting annoyed, getting angry, go and get in a cold shower. And I know it sounds stupid, but it will totally refresh your game, totally refresh your brain, totally refresh your mind. You'll feel a lot happier, a lot better, and it'll just forget about the game and just go and look after yourself and do that. So the third tip that I can give you is try and get on Brawl Stars at a time in your time zone when kids will be on, or um, when not many people will be on, or whatever you think will be best for your gameplay. Get on at that time, because if you could get on at a time where bad players are playing, then that's going to be to your advantage. Okay, so the fourth tip for pushing is have a goal. Okay, now you don't want to set this goal too high or too low, because if you set this goal ridiculously high, as I know, I've set a lot of high goals for myself, it will put you in a very, very bad position mentally. So if you're like, I'm gonna get 30k this season, and then you keep thinking about it and keep thinking about it, then you're not gonna have enough time to push, and then it's all just gonna go wrong. So you need to try and set yourself moderate goals, and then when you achieve those goals, maybe set yourself a little bit of a higher goal. And once you've got that down, not setting too high goals for yourself, then that'll be fine. So the next tip that I can give you for pushing is know which brawlers you want to push. Now, it's okay if you just go to push and you don't really know who you want to push overall trophies, but knowing which brawler you're going to push is key. And this also links into the next point. Plan your maps so you can look at star list, brawl stats, any of these websites, and it will show you the next map. So if you can find the next map and plan out which brawlers you're going to push, and plan out which brawlers you're going to push on every map that's coming out, and all of that, then it will make pushing a lot easier, trust me. And I think the next tip that I can give you is watch YouTube videos. Watch other people play. This one's not really about pushing, it's about generally improving. Like, I've learned a lot that I know from watching people play. And watching a lot of people in IX play as well. Like, when I was in IX Alpha, obviously there's loads of amazing players in IX Alpha. And yeah, they're all just generally amazing. And I can say that I've learned a lot from them. Watching other people play, it kind of just gives you a different, I'm getting my words tangled there, perspective of the game. And you can kind of understand what it's like to see the game from an outsider's perspective. And if you think, oh, the enemy were cheating, or the enemy had a toxic comp, if you can go back, and this is a tip that I give a lot of people, if you can rewatch your games, then you'll realise what you've done wrong, and you'll be able to say, right, well, we're not going to do that next time. I also think that losing is as helpful as winning, because when you lose, you learn a lot more about what you did wrong, you learn a lot more about the comps that enemies are using. Now let's talk about brawlers. Okay, so there's a lot of high skill cap brawlers in the game, such as Nani, Piper, B even to some degree, Brock. Most of these you'll find are long range brawlers, Dynamite, Mortis, some of the brawlers with different mechanics. And so what you want to be doing is learning those brawlers individually. See, when you're playing Jackie or Rosa or Shelly or Bull, or anyone that's kind of short range, you don't really need to learn how to use them, you just use them. So if you can, try and take the time out to learn the harder skill cap brawlers. And I'll give a few tips now on how to develop your skill with the higher skill cap brawlers. So first of all, Nani, I think what you need to do with Nani is you need to aim her shots like Piper's. You have to kind of predict where your enemies are going to be. You never want to auto-aim unless you are extremely close to the enemy. And then you'll probably deal about 3k damage from the 3 shots. Yeah, so you want to be using Nani like Piper. For Brock, I know Brock isn't really that high skill cap, but his super is usually quite hard to hit people with. So what you want to try and do is, again, predict where the people are going to go and use Brock's super to put pressure on even. So say there's a team that has lots of gems, okay, and they're running away. If you can shoot that behind them and they're all going to run into it, that's going to kill them all instantly. Now maybe tips for Piper, okay. Like I said with Nani, you've got to aim the shots where the brawler's going to be, not where they are. How about Colt? Colt isn't really that much of a high skill cap brawler, to be fair, but a lot of people say that he's hard to use. I'm not the best with Colt, but I can give you a few tips with him. So you need to learn how to do a little dance with him. You need to learn how to move around a lot with your shots, because if you're shooting in a direction and you move around, then the shots are going to be more likely to hit. So if you shoot straight forwards and there's an enemy there and they start walking right, you need to walk right too, and your shots will just cut into them. Now for Dynamite, I'll say Dynamite's another high skill cap brawler. I'm pretty confident with Dynamite. I'm able to say that I'm quite good with Dynamite. So what you want to try and do with Dynamite is you don't want to use the jump star power unless you're extremely good at it, like Lukey Bear or Chippies or whatever. Just don't. You want to use Demolition because it will add damage to your super, which will have 4k damage now, and that can absolutely devastate enemies. It can one-shot enemies like Tick, Piper, Barley, and a lot more enemies just with one shot from Dynamite Super. You need to try and learn how to hit his shots, which I think the best way to do that is always to throw two dynamites at the same time, because then you're a lot more likely to hit at least one of them. Mortis, in my opinion, is the highest skill cap brawler in the game. Obviously, he's not hard to use, he's just hard to be good with. And I think what you have to do is you have to learn his individual skills, like dribbling with him in Brawl Ball. If you can go into a friendly game and learn how to dribble with Mortis, it's a very big skill that you might need in Brawl Ball. And I think that's it for the high skill cap brawlers. But like I said about movement with Colt, there's a few other brawlers that you need to learn how to move. You need to learn how to move around with while shooting, and that's Max, Carl as well. When you're moving with Carl, it's literally just you can hit people behind walls, and no one actually realizes how overpowered that is with Carl. You can hit people around walls very easily by just moving. And with Max, definitely movement's key. Obviously, Max is a lot faster than other brawlers, and she has a super. So when you're moving around and dodging, it's very hard to be hit. So you can be very quick and speedy with Max. So that's it for the brawler tips now. And this is kind of the last part of the video. Just general, like, motivation and tips here. So, just remember when you're pushing that it's a game. And at the end of the day, it's a game that I take seriously, and I'm sure many of you take seriously. But it is just a game. And the people that you're playing against, they're not your enemies, they're your friends. Because we all play the same game and we all love the same game. You know, it's just a game. And even though people are toxic, that's just gonna happen. You've just got to ignore it. But overall, if you're pushing long hours, just take care of yourself. Stay happy. Stay positive. Stay motivated. And it'll help you out a lot in the long run. So yeah, I think that's it for today's video. Also, a few mentions. I have got my own club in Brawl Stars now. IX UK. It's the first European IX club. And I just wanted to say thank you to Colin for helping me set it up. He's been a lot of help. And just thank you to everyone at IX generally for helping out. I've had a lot of help there. Everyone's just been so amazing. And yeah, I've got my own club now. If you want to join, there's still spaces. There's no requirement yet. So join up. We're a happy, friendly, non-toxic club. Also, sorry about the quality of my videos. The quality of my videos in the future will be improved. So I've just started off YouTube, and I don't really know much about like microphones or anything or graphics. But over time, my channel will grow and improve, and I'll be able to bring you guys better content. Also, something that I have to bring up. In the last video, I got a little bit of hate in the comments, but I don't know whether he was joking or not. I just wanted to say, if you take the time to leave hate comments on my video, it's a little bit childish and a little bit immature. Obviously, it doesn't affect me, but it just, yeah. I kind of feel sorry that you're that bored or just feel like leaving a hate comment. But yeah, on this channel we try to stay positive, and I don't really like negative comments on the videos. And I know I'm not the best YouTuber. I know I'm not Ash. I know I'm not Tom. I know I'm not Spen. I'm not good at the game. I don't make good content, but hopefully I'm gonna grow and learn more about the game and more about the community. Even though I already know quite a lot about it, there's still a lot of time to grow and improve. And I know the gameplay in today's video wasn't great, and if you're still watching now, I'm thanking you so much, because honestly it helps out a lot. So yeah, like and subscribe, and I'm